Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages, I am trying to stretch this introduction tonight for this very, very special episode of Such Good Shoot, coming to you live from the Creaky Tiki Studios in the Creaky Tiki world of Creaky Tiki. I have said Creaky Tiki enough, and I'm just going to tell you, up there, we have Isaac, reigning from the old school, bringing you the old school. We have Shane coming from the new school, bringing you the new school. And I'm Dozer. Yes, Dozer. One more time for Dozer, because RVD is the man, bringing you the thoughts and opinions of your common man. You know, that's how it goes.
Just a common man.
Ding, ding, ding. Motherfucker.
He's
Let's
not a
go.
condom man. He's got a child. It's true. He's not a condom man. They take all the feeling. It's true. I don't know.
Well, damn, this is going off the rails already. Well,
we can do whatever we want, man.
Real quick, I would like to give a real quick apology from myself to Aaron Crypto.
No.
He did call us out for being late, and I was just going to explain that was my fault. It was my issue. So I'm very sorry on the.
Let's if we're gonna be real about it, it was some fucking inconsiderate fuck who decided to come into the restaurant 2 minutes before you closed and eat like fucking he had all the time in the world, even though he's probably like 2 weeks from death. So
absolutely.
Well, you said all of that, not me.
Yeah, no. I'm sure
you have
you
2
love
weeks,
the guy.
and
Fuck
then you
guy.
can say it again. So, this is the segment where normally we mourn a loss. We mourn something sad. We mourn a wrestler dying or a good friend. Tonight, we just drink to a rebirth. Our rebirth.
Oh, yes. Well, I'll do that. I'm going to drink right out of my SGS mug because
I'm going to get there.
Because no matter what, here's the thing, ladies and gentlemen, no matter what happens at 10:05 on Thursdays, we're going live.
We're going live somewhere, someplace, sometime. Well, time's always 10:05-ish.
So.
Oh, shit, you're not supposed to see me pour water into this cup. Oh, crap. Well, audio listeners, you don't... God, I'm just spoiling everything.
Jesus, dude, what the shit?
Shane,
are you...
Shane, cover for me. Do you got the chic of the week?
Yeah, what's going on here?
Dude, I'm all
right.
discombobulated.
While Shane looks up the chic of the week, I just have one question for you.
Da-na-na.
Have you watched They Live?
No, I have not.
All right.
Let's see.
Cool. That was it. So hold on 1 second. I got an idea here. I want to try it out. It's going to probably be a terrible thing. But...
Oh God, Isaac has an idea.
It's time for Chic of the Week.
I downloaded an app.
Oh man, we almost got a soundboard there.
Let's see. Oh geez. He said 1 day ago, "Fuck the evergreen tweet."
Is he still mad about the boat?
I don't know. So this is a special shout out to someone. So he tweeted, "Respect the hashtag International Nurses Day." And then he
hell yeah.
And then he tweeted, and then he had a link for his some website, ironcheek.fuzzerly.com. I'm gonna go ahead and click that real quick.
Oh,
terrible.
It's terrible.
And while you click that, I just want to shout out a very special nurse. I just did that. That's my nurse. I love my nurse. Happy International Nurses Day, Jabroni. That's for you, nurse. So there you go.
Yes. And then because I know that I'll be beaten and or verbally berated. Hi, Aaron. My girlfriend, Aaron. Hello. I love you too.
Yeah.
Hi.
Not just that, but social media coordinator and manager extraordinaire.
Absolutely. And I am just going to say hello to my beautiful and loving wife who does not watch this because why would she?
Yeah,
she sees enough of my ugly ass all day.
She already has to hear it all through the floorboards. So.
Here's the text.
my mother-in-law's here. Shut up. My
Yeah,
mom's
yeah,
here.
yeah.
Shut up.
So, did anything interesting happen in wrestling this week? You know, last
Yes.
week we had something interesting happen. What happened, Mr. Modern?
Well, I don't remember what day it was, but it was like last week at some point. We just didn't talk about it on the Russo show. And we hadn't seen it up until Friday, but there was like what many consider an all-time classic match
Oh my
forever and ever,
God.
put on by New Japan Pro Wrestling in the main event of Wrestling Dontaku 2021. It
God
featured
bless you.
Will Ospreay, their heavyweight champion, facing Shingo Takagi, new challenger, and boy, was it something else.
Dude, that was a fucking incredible match.
Even I watched parts of it, and I don't watch New Japan. It was, god damn.
Yeah.
When those guys get it right, they fucking get it right. Like they don't. Like it's the thing is like they do some of the high flying shit, but when they work a match, they work snug enough where you can believe everything.
Yeah.
Here's the
They
thing.
fucking nailed it.
Is I do not believe there's many blueprints that you should base on Will Ospreay, given his other issues in life. However, Will Ospreay to me is the blueprint of how you move someone up from cruiserweight to heavyweight. The job they've done and he's done, he's put in a ton of work, and that dude is beefed up comparative to when he fought Ricochet over and over again 4 years ago. Hi, Joey. It is me, Max Lopez.
That's Tony Schiavone.
Oh, no.
Joey, that's Tony Schiavone up there.
Schiavone.
Schiavone.
I can't pronounce his fucking name.
But
you're the Italian in here.
Yeah, what the hell?
I can't understand an Italian accent even. It's a terrible thing.
Yes, Zelina Vega might be coming back to WWF Facebook user.
WWF?
Whomever you might be.
World Wildlife Foundation?
Yes. But Will
I'll say for
Ospreay
wildlife.
beefed up, changed his moveset, started wrestling longer. Like now he's got the hidden blade, which is just a gnarly back elbow, generally to the back of the head. But the job they've done with him has been insane. And he and Shingo just wrestled every style of match you could possibly wrestle in one, except like hardcore. But there was chain wrestling, there was hard hits, there was a lot of high flying, there was a lot. And I don't necessarily think it was one of the all-time greatest matches. I'm not that invested in it, but it was a fucking 5-star match that you should go out and watch.
It was really good. It was definitely a lot of fun. I think by the end I was on board with a 5-star rating.
Yes,
as I recall. I mean, that's the thing is I watched fucking this terrible pay-per-view and it's broken my fucking brain. But that match, as I recall, like by the end, I was like, "Holy shit! Yep, this is 5 stars." I think it was when they started just chopping the hell out of each other.
Yeah,
that's 5. That's 5. Yep, you got it.
Yeah, it was that point in the New Japan match where it just broke down to them punching each other, and like it happens. Like it,
yeah. You know, it was a great match. It was a 5-star match. And you know what? I'm going to just say, yeah, it was fucking awesome. That's all I'm going to say. And, you know, we had Ethan in our comments talking about Zelina Vega coming back. Rumors say she's in the Performance Center. It's been planned since before WrestleMania, but who knows what these fucking dirt sheets are talking about? They don't know what they're talking about. We certainly don't know what we're talking about.
I know what I'm talking about 100% of the time.
It just depends on what I'm talking about.
Well, yes. If we are talking strains of weed, Isaac is your man.
Yeah. Methods of masturbation.
Oh my God, dude. When you sit on...
No. I brought it up so that way he didn't have to. That was good power move.
That was very good. I like that.
Yeah, I like that. I like that a lot. And you know what? I think it's time. It's time for our main event.
Oh, I thought we were debuting our masturbation technique segment.
No. That is for SGS After Dark.
I thought this was After Dark.
No, the After Dark is really After Dark. It's after
No,
11:30. That's when
that-
you know that when Skinamax
That's
will
just
come
on
on.
Patreon. You have to pay for that.
Okay. That
Yes.
Yeah. Oh fuck yeah, we got a Patreon. Give us money.
Yeah,
Give us
but
money.
we didn't get the link in time to put it in the link scroll thing.
Yeah,
But you know
we'll get
what?
it. We'll get it.
We'll get there. We're working on it. We said it already. We said it already.
We
They
did.
live.
I hate
I
I
have-
hate to break it to you. He has not watched it yet.
I have not watched They Live. No.
Yeah,
Real tragedy. Real
complete tragedy. But you know what? Revenge of the Taker.
Yeah.
Not Taker. The Taker.
What a weird fucking pay-per-view where like every single
Bad
match was like a
pay-per-view.
fucky finish.
Every
Oh.
single one.
And the actual Revenge of the Taker match got bumped from being the main event of the pay-per-view called Revenge of the Taker.
And it was
Yeah.
the best match on the show by like a lot.
By a
It-
lot.
But going into this, like the Raw right before this, because I tried to catch up. I tried to watch the Raws. They had just debuted the Titantron. The Raw was going hard.
The Raws were so good.
The Raw looked
Yeah,
way
it-
better than this pay-per-view, but right before it was that fucky Raw where they were in South Africa. And half of the Raw is missing on Peacock because they
Oh.
don't have the whole thing. And I
Nice.
couldn't watch it because it was just terrible. Like, I watched the other three, but it was terrible.
Wow.
Man, you're kind of our resident Brian Zane here now, Dozer. You're watching, you're wrestling with regretting your shit up, man.
Yeah,
That's
well,
crazy.
that I can kind of just casually watch as I'm working or whatever instead of the pay-per-view where I
Yeah.
actually have to watch these damn matches, like the Legion of Doom taking on the Hart Foundation
Yeah.
for
Which,
the
like-
World Tag Team Championships.
And
Which-
it just like should have been so much better.
Yeah, I mean, it could have been. It was what it was. I mean, it wasn't. Yo, that is. If we get to a certain level, well, yes, absolutely.
That
Shane-
level may be one patron, but
Shane,
Yeah,
don't
I was-
you
I
dare.
was-
Yeah, you're getting.
I was-
You'd
I
get
was-
you'd get paid to watch it at that point.
Yeah, no, that's
Mm.
fine. If crypto wants to become a Patreon, I'll watch They Live. I'll do it. I'll sit down and
Yes.
yeah. So
Yes.
that's
Yes.
easy.
Fuck yes.
But anyways, yeah, like
this match.
the match was weirdly slow, especially for an Owen match. I liked in the beginning. I can't remember which Road Warrior it was, but they were hitting some out of the sky freaking tackles, shoulder tackles. I mean, he got up there. I think it was Hawk, but he's doing just some flight shoulder tackles. But other than that, it was just every other Owen and Bulldog match. The referee's a fucking idiot. JR's making fun of the referee because he's so stupid.
And when
Owen,
JR's getting on a ref, this ain't even like Vampiro getting on a ref. This is JR.
yeah, Owen and British Bulldog are just cheating to win, and they're not even really that good at that. And then it ends with Bret Hart coming down and punching the Road Warriors, who respond by going, "What the hell, man?" And then just sitting there. They don't attack anyone. They don't go crazy. It just, boy, was this a match that was there.
Yeah, what is this saying? Like a wet fart.
Yeah,
It's just sort of.
well, and that doesn't even touch on how fucky the finish was. Like the ref comes out afterwards and goes, "No, he pinned the wrong man.
Oh,
he pinned the wrong man."
I
Yes,
forgot the
that
unnecessary
was
false
so
finish too.
ridiculous.
And,
So ridiculous.
Like they were already gone, and they make him come back, and then they threaten, "Well, if they don't come back, they lose the title." Like
and then they had the 10 count.
it made no fucking sense. But I knew from the beginning it was going to be a fucky finish because,
every single match was.
well, yeah, but even before that, I knew this was going to be a fucky finish because the Road Warriors rarely won the titles. but also
Say hi-
people
say hi
very
to
rarely
Aaron.
beat them cleanly. Nat
Yeah.
Attack.
That's true. It is hard to beat the Road Warriors clean.
Yeah, I mean, but I would have much rather had the Road Warriors lost because they wouldn't stop beating up Owen Hart. You know what I mean? Like to me at least it's like they lost by disqualification. Yeah, they're stupid, but boy did they beat the shit out of Owen. They just look like fucking idiots here, man, because they don't even do anything after
No,
after they win by a DQ. Like they're not even like, I guess they're mad, but they're like marginally mad. They're just like, "Hey, fuck you, man." Like
Man, that was me. That was uncalled for.
I
man.
wanted to
Yo.
see them break the damn Slammy trophies because I am
Yeah.
already tired of that gimmick.
Yeah,
Oh
not,
my god,
we're not
so
going to your birthday
ridiculous.
party.
Oh, fuck
It-
that.
At least it was the only time a Slammy's actually fucking mattered.
Yeah.
The only time they ever tried to, pretend like they did.
That- do we have
And
ratings
that was
for
all
this shit?
Owen.
I'll rate it. Yeah, I'll rate
Yeah.
it. I mean, it
We
was
must.
1.5 because I do like Owen, and I mean, you're dealing with a group that all 4 of those guys are no longer with us.
Oh shit.
All 4 of them? One of the Road Warriors isn't still alive?
Nope.
Oh.
Didn't fucking didn't the animal just fucking die
Yeah.
pretty recently?
Oh,
and
yeah.
Hawk has been
Pretty sure
dead.
we drank to that
Yeah.
shit.
Yeah, dude.
Oh,
And
yeah, we did. Okay, yeah.
fucking
Oh, yeah.
Owen and
'cause-
Bulldog.
Yeah, because I got I got one
Mhm.
of his autographs like 2 weeks after from asshole and asshole whatever.
Yeah. Ian J. The fucking liquor, man, the liquor people. But yeah, so I'm gonna drink to the fact that all 4 of those guys are no longer with us, and I give it a 1.5, even though it didn't deserve it.
Yeah, also drink to all of your DVDs, buddy.
To DVDs.
To DVDs.
But yeah,
Shane, rating.
this match, I agree, 1.5. I mean, it could have been so much better, and that's what hurts me the most about it. Just overbooked to hell, but that's 1997, man. That's the Attitude Era.
Well,
Yeah.
here's the thing is like, and I think I mentioned this to you, Shane, when we watched together, is the fact that at this point, like the pay-per-views, except for like the big 4, were really used only to promote Raw. Like they
Yeah.
were not used as blow-offs at all.
Yeah,
No.
which
With-
is good and all, but also like fuck that.
Yeah.
Well, no, I mean, I get it. No, and I agree for the most part. Like most of the in your houses during this time, like there are some good points, but if it's not like one of like the real fucking pay-per-views, then it's fucking generally meh.
Mediocre at best.
But goddamn, the Raws from this era were fucking fire, dude.
Oh, they absolutely were. I am going to give the first match on Revenge of the Taker a 1 star. I'm a little more pessimistic than these guys because I hated that finish. That finish brought it down. And now, the Meltzer rating.
Oh,
Wait a minute. He
2
gave it this. No, he gave it 2.5 stars, didn't he?
I was gonna say 2.25 was gonna be my guess.
3/4 of a star.
Oh, he
Yeah,
hated
for
it more
you-
than us.
Well, they weren't dead at that point when he first rated it.
Yeah,
I gave him some fucking leniency for fucking the whole crew being fucking lost
Yeah.
before their time.
y'all.
That brings us to our next match, which is Savio Vega with the Nation of Domination at the ring, taking on the young whippersnapper Rocky Maivia. I tell you, that kid's going places.
Yeah. This was, as Shane likes to say,
It's the nation with the white guys.
It was the Nation with the white guys.
Yeah. This match was actually better than it should have been. Like it really is better than it should have been.
But
it was entertaining. Savio Vega was fucking really good in this one. Like it's one of those things that you're like, how did this guy of all like the people in the Nation not make it? Because he really could wrestle and he was entertaining.
Well, listen, man. There's literally 3, really 2 guys, but three technically that actually made it from the nation. Nobody made it from the nation, man. Farouk, I guess, kind of made it and became
The
Bradshaw's
Rock?
partner. Yeah, well, yeah, The Rock and Mark Henry. Like those are the two. I mean, those are the
No,
two
I
big
mean,
ones.
but Farouk is the one. He led the nation for a long time, and
Yeah,
D'Lo Brown.
yeah, but D'Lo Brown was nothing more than a solid mid Carter dude. I mean, and he
Yeah.
was much better than that, but that's all he ended up as. And Farouk ended up becoming Bradshaw's partner and drinking beer and saying, "Damn, yeah, like."
And is still, but he's
But
got a ring, doesn't he?
Yeah, but is
Yeah.
that from the nation or is that from damn and drinking beers? I don't think
But I
the
mean,
nation
but
is a
how-
non sequitur.
Okay, here's the thing, though, and I've said this before on, I don't know where I said it. I said it to Dozer. I think I said it to DDJ maybe at one point. But I honestly think that the fucking nation goes in. The nation goes in as a fucking stable eventually. Into the
I
Hall
think
of
they
Fame.
should. They definitely should.
They
Rewatching it,
absolutely should. But
I remember being pissed off at them when I was younger because like half the roster on Warzone had their theme because they were half the roster.
Now here's the thing, though. Who goes into if the nation goes into the Hall of Fame? Who goes in?
not
Rock,
the white
Mark
dudes.
Henry, Godfather, Farouk.
And now, okay,
And
so
D'Lo.
this is what it was in relation to. Does
But it
the
wouldn't be the
God?
Godfather, it'd be comma.
Yes,
He'd go in
yes,
as comma, absolutely.
yes. But then does he go in also as Papa Shango eventually?
No.
You don't think Papa Shango gets? Dude,
Too
Coco
goofy.
We don't forget Crush. We don't forget Crush. Nobody forgets Crush.
Coco
Yeah,
Beware,
but
though.
Crush isn't going into the Hall of Fame with the
No.
nation. That's just
No,
it's one of
but
the white dudes.
Coco Beware, he's in the Hall of Fame.
Yeah, but like people actually like Coco. Like Coco was a fan favorite.
People
Papa Shango,
love fucking Papa Shango. He's the guy.
yeah,
who made
now, but like, dude,
I'm just saying.
Shango-
I'm just saying. I think he could get 3 rings.
I'm just going to say.
I'm rooting for our first interview, our first official interview of a fucking
Well, hey,
professional
dude.
wrestler.
Hey, Godfather seems like a good dude, fun guy to be around. I'm rooting for him too. I just don't think it's gonna happen.
Well, I do. I'm being optimistic, and yeah, but this match was more exciting by far than the first one. But again, another stupid, just like they don't want to have any real finishes. So this one was what, fucking Ahmed Johnson running in?
No. This one was Crush beating up the Rock and getting Savio Vega disqualified, and
Ahmed came
Crush,
in for the save.
Yeah, but didn't he come in with the fucking 2x4 hacksaw?
Yeah, but that wasn't the finish. I mean, the whole finish was to set up for that. But yeah.
Well,
look, I'm going to take a minute and read this comment right here. How fucking great was Farouk on commentary? I thought he was really selling the gimmick there.
You cocksucker. Who the fuck is controlling that, huh? Yeah. But comment from the Such Good Shoot account. Weird. No, Farouk was fucking funny on commentary. And he is like Farouk, like legit, like, man, he's the guy who should have been the first WWF, like black guy to be the WWF champion. Like he really should.
Yeah, absolutely.
Oh, this is way better than Blue Helmet.
What was that gimmick called again? Do you remember what that gimmick was called? No. Okay, I'll have to look it up.
What the hell
but
are
Jesus,
you guys talking about?
Oh, Farouk's first gimmick in WWE.
Oh,
I
it
don't
was
even know
bad.
if I know that.
It was bad. While he's looking this shit up,
DDJ would know if he's watching. Shout it out. But
Shane, can you give this match a rating?
Oh, this match was short, like really short. It was exciting. The little bit it lasted, The Rock hit some really nice arm drags on Savio Vega that I liked, and you're still kind of starting to see the evolution of Rocky Maivia into The Rock. You know, he's getting bigger, he's getting poppier, he's really, really fired up. But then there was just a bullshit finish. The match didn't get enough time to go, and the time it was going, it wasn't as good as what it could have been. This was a I don't even know, 1-star match. I think it's actually worse than the first one.
I liked it more. I was 2 for me.
I don't know,
I liked it
man.
more just because Savio was so good and Rock was entertaining.
Yeah, but
But,
like they
okay,
weren't that
so
good
hold
in
on.
this match.
I thought Savio was great in it. Honestly, I thought he was fine. Like, but just real quick. So Simmons, he made his debut on the 22nd of July, 1996. This is his outfit. His
Oh,
name was
that shit. Yeah.
Farouk Assad, a gladiator who wore a black and blue gladiator outfit with a misshaped helmet and was managed by Sonny.
It was a special kind of terrible. I'm
Yeah.
going to give this match 1 3/4 stars, and it's only getting that high because of Farouk on commentary.
Wow. Okay.
Yeah.
Fuck, I like this one more than most of the other shit on the pay-per-view. Honestly, like this was the second best thing for me, which is crazy to say that this was the second best match for me when fucking Austin and Bret Hart are fucking main eventing. And the last
Yeah.
time they main evented, I gave them 5 stars, and now like they're obviously sub 2. So spoiler alert.
Yeah, they real quick talking about commentary. I want to give a special shout out to the
Yes,
to the
yes,
one
it does,
thing-
Crypto.
Yeah, I was gonna say Max Yeah, what the but Jerry Lawler was not terrible on this particular night at all. The commentary was really fucking good throughout.
Really good. That was the
Like,
only like
JR and the King are like finally starting to like gel together, and you can start like sensing that connection, you know, and the chemistry they had.
And McMahon is so good at what he does.
He's a great commentator, but I tell you, if you watch this pay-per-view and those Raws and you listen to the shit he laughs at, you can see why WWE is where it is today.
Oh yeah.
The thing that gets him to get that
At
Like
one
he
point,
farted, pal.
At one point, I think there was a match going on, but JR and the King start going at each other over whose hat is more stupid. Lawler's like, I bet Ross has that thing on too tight. You know, it's choking his brain, and you know, ha ha ha. And then JR comes back with a, oh, says you with the, you know, with that crown on, and like Dozer just said, Vince just starts laughing. And I'm like, okay.
that's such good shit.
That's such good shit, pal.
But I'm going. Did you rate this match? I forget, Isaac.
Yes.
Okay.
I gave it 2. I gave it 2 stars because it entertained me. I thought it was like the finish was still fucky.
Yeah.
Ahmed Johnson running in his he reminded me of like the old like school like Christmas fucking advertisements of the little kid wearing the fucking red pajamas with the little fucking buttons down and his ass cheeks exposed. That's what his outfit reminded me of. I'm like, why are you wearing your Christmas PJs, bro? Like you're here to fight.
It
with
was
a 2x4.
terrible.
But yeah, no, the match itself was exciting for me and it was entertaining and it was like so much better than the first match
And you know, we now need the Meltzer rating.
What did he give it? Wait, hold on, Shane. What do you think Meltzer gave fucking those guys? I know what I'm gonna say.
1,
2.5.
1.25.
3/4 of a star.
Oh,
dude, he loved this pay-per-view. Oh my god, dude, he's gonna give this whole pay-per-view a fucking half star.
Oh, it's because it wasn't in the Tokyo Dome.
Oh, it wasn't AW.
That won't be around for another 30 years, but okay, that brings us to
Is that Marvelous Mark behind you?
What are you doing? Oh,
sorry, I was looking. I was looking at what was going on in Dozer's TV.
They're beating up Stone Cold while he's taking a shit.
Oh yeah, god, no, they're just hanging out in the back. They are currently just hanging out in the bathroom.
We'll get there.
Celebrating.
Dude, my favorite part of this whole pay-per-view, honestly.
Well, honestly, I think that's where we are. Like, I think that happened between that and this next match, which is Jesse James in full roadie gimmick, pretending he's Jeff Jarrett because he really sang the song, taking on the newly debuted Rockabilly.
Rockabilly. Oh my god, this match was all right as far as like, but it was like the match itself was like didn't bother me as much as all the gimmicking and like one of them's pretending to be fucking what's his face there,
Jeff Jarrett.
Jeff Jarrett, yes, but the other one's trying to be honky tonk, and it's like
gotta be slap nuts.
But again, like this is a perfect example of them throwing everything they can at the wall and seeing what sticks. And like the reality is like these two guys together made them a shit ton of money.
Oh yeah, they become one of the greatest tag teams in WWE history.
Shit.
But right now,
money.
He enters the ring just singing country.
But you do, like, in the ring, you see the very, very beginning flashes of like some of the stuff they take with them.
Paymaster.
And like the rest of it, like they leave behind. But yeah, the early gimmicks were really bad, but it's interesting to see like, okay, these guys have something, and they just kept throwing shit at the wall. And it's great because this was before you had the internet. Like, you know, like with when Bray Wyatt debuted, everyone was chanting Husky Harris. When Kane debuted, nobody was chanting fucking Isaac Yankem. And that's the thing, is like there's just something special about the fact that there was still just a sprinkle of kayfabe left.
I just want to say, watching this, I learned Billy Gunn has always looked old as fuck.
Well, it's not even that. It's like Patrick Stewart, right? Like Patrick Stewart was like 22 and looked like he was like 65. Yeah. But you look at him now and you're like, I guess he still kind of looks 22, right?
Yeah. Billy Gunn looks basically the same. Less hair, but basically the same.
Billy Gunn's just a little balder, man. And he's definitely pretty old now. You know what I mean? But, dude's definitely mid-50s.
See, that's why Patrick Stewart had the right idea. He just went bald right off the bat. And that's like, dude, the man is timeless now.
Yeah.
Sorry, I love Patrick Stewart. If I was ever to bang one male celebrity, 100%. 100% Patrick Stewart.
Man,
he's a legend.
Power move, man. You're fucking for the tail, not for the fun.
I'm doing it. I'm doing it because I feel like I owe him the pleasure. He, like I should pleasure him for once. He deserves it. He just deserves it. Okay. I'll be a power bottom for Patrick Stewart.
And on that incredible bombshell, did we have anything about the actual match we want to talk about?
What match? I'm sorry, I broke Shane.
The Rockabilly versus
old Billy Gunn. I mean, young Billy Gunn.
Yes, Double J Jesse James.
There's one thing I want to talk about.
No, Isaac, shut the fuck up. You don't get to talk. You wait.
No, this is for real though. Like it's about the match. It's about the match, and it's my favorite part. It's when. It's when Billy Gunn went for the fucking big splash in the corner and fucking and he missed it, and he did the big double hop fucking Ric Flair bump. Oh, it was so good. That made me laugh so hard.
Yeah, I bitched. I bitched a lot about this match watching it. But like now that I'm thinking about it, it really was like one of the better like in-ring matches of the night. And that's crazy to say. Yeah. And
especially considering how green Road Dogg was in ring at that point.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I mean it goes to show how good Billy Gunn is in ring.
Yeah, but this match just dripped in 1994 juices. Like it's just disgusting. Isaac and I watched this match. This is the first match we watched together. And I said this live, and I was just like, Jesus, it's everywhere. Just the gimmick. Just horrible, horrible gimmicks. It's horrible to see Jesse James trying to be Jeff Jarrett because he's not slap nuts. it's terrible to see Billy Gunn with the honky tonk man, and they're both just constantly posing and taunting. And somehow I liked it the most out of the past two matches. So it's like a 1.75 from me. It almost hits 2.
Ooh.
Wow, this was 2 for me. It was as entertaining as the last one. Was there a real finish to this match?
Yes, I think there was a pin.
Yeah, there was a small package because I bitched about that as well.
Yes, that's right. It was the small package off the fucking corner.
Yeah, and
And,
then sorry, Honky Tonk looks like a big dumbass because he's trying to sneak up on him with this thing, but he misses. And then
His thing.
Jesse James goes to the fucking guitar, and Jesse James goes, "Oh, you tried to hit me with it, didn't you? Haha, no!" And then just leaves. Like,
It was so weird, dude. Like, again, it was very, very strange. But the match, the in-ring work was entertaining, minus the gimmick shit. So
it
yeah,
felt the most like an actual match.
Yeah. And
at least up to this point, yeah.
I'm going to give it 2.25 stars. I really enjoyed it. I enjoyed the gimmick schmaz. I enjoyed Honky Tonk on commentary a bit. And that brings us to the Meltzer rating.
Ooh, Meltzer.
He has been shitting on this, so I'm going to say he gives it a 1.
1.5.
1.25.
Fuck.
We split the difference, bud.
Yeah. And that brings us to our co-main event of the evening.
Okay, so this is the main event. And hold on a second, because before this happens, there's fucking like the whole like backstage segment. But this is another part of this pay-per-view that I really liked. And this is Doc Hendricks trying to sell an Undertaker door hanging like fucking tapestry. He's like, I tell you what, no one will ever come in your room. They'll be so scared. The Undertaker's on your door, pal. Only $29.95.
You know,
God,
watching
so
Doc
good.
Hendricks in this, he is like the Yankee interpretation of the goddamn Colonel, the KFC Colonel. If a Yankee had to make him, that's what you get.
Oh, and real quick, I want to throw this back, but since we're talking about stuff we like, I forgot about it. Bret Hart cut the best promo of his entire career on this particular night. Owen Hart and the British Bulldog talk for him for about 4 minutes, and then he just says 2 words and gets up and leaves. And I was like,
my favorite part of the whole night, by the way, was
dude.
fucking the Bulldog trying to explain attacking Stone Cold in the bathroom, and him going like, Owen and I, we were just hanging out in the bathroom,
celebrating our
victory, and he came and he attacked us. It was unbelievable. And I'm just like, I had to rewind it just because I was laughing so hard. Because I'm just like, dude, you two dudes were just hanging out in the bathroom celebrating a victory.
Well, so that's the kind of shit that happens in backstage in WWE.
Yeah, no,
just like everybody watches a TV like this.
You were doing cocaine in the bathroom after your match.
Yeah,
and fucking Austin.
I thought they were jabbing each other in the ass with some steroids,
dude.
Some human growth hormone shit.
Are you sure you want to start talking about asses right now?
No, he is not sure.
That brings us to our main event. That brings us to our main event tonight. Well, our co-main event. It was supposed to be the main event. They named the pay-per-view for this shit, and it is The Undertaker taking on Mankind for the WWF World Heavyweight title.
God, this shit was the best thing of the whole fucking night. It was actually really good.
Leading up to this, you have the chance of Paul Bearer getting back with The Undertaker.
They just did the Ric Flair bump behind you. Yes, I saw it again.
There was some good lead up to this match, and I think it had the most hype of everything, as it should, through the Raws. It was good. And then the match.
The match was awesome. And Jesus Christ, Mick Foley. Talk about fucking showing up for a fucking match on the fucking worst pay-per-view of the year so far. Those bumps motherfucker took into the railing.
Just getting yoinked. Absolutely yoinked.
Irish whip into the railing. And like The second one, especially, it looks like he just hit the very middle of the back of his head, connecting on the top of the railing. They showed it from like the one angle, and it looked terrible. It looked so brutal. And then they showed it from the side where you could see his, and it looked even worse. You're like, God damn, Nick.
Well,
you
yeah,
are
and then this fucking idiot
an animal.
goes up to the second turnbuckle, right? You remember this? And Taker is on the ground selling
He's
something.
on the ground outside on the
Yeah,
fucking
yeah, directly on the ground, not the apron.
No.
Mick goes up to the second turnbuckle and then drops his fucking elbow from the second turnbuckle to the floor, lands like a sack of shit. It doesn't make Undertaker look any more hurt. Foley just gets up and starts going. I'm like, his hips are done. They are toast.
And fucking
Spinal
he does a
column
couple a nice couple tombstone, or not tombstone, but pile, like Foley pile drivers. I mean, the match itself was actually pretty fucking good. Like, for what else we've seen in this pay-per-view, like Foley went hard. Foley went 100%. And Taker, like,
Yeah.
Yeah, and
you know, like, he puts on great matches pretty consistently. I think the thing that was like this match would have been probably 3.5 or maybe even 4 stars for me if it hadn't been like the really, really weird fucking finish with the fire, and like it just like really, really fucking felt like they fucked everything up in that finish.
Well, they definitely fucked everything up.
Like, it looked like Foley was supposed to accidentally burn Bearer, and then
Undertaker has him at like a weird like kidnapping range, like, you know, and he's like, here he is, and then Taker's like, whoa. I mean, Makehead's like,
it was
whoa. Taker's like, okay, here he is, right here. And then
it was weird, dude. It didn't.
You could just see Foley like trying to fuck with something, and it looks like he's struggling to put like brass knuckles on.
Yeah, it's really weird, dude.
You could tell he hasn't used the fire gimmick much. He's gone through a lot of fire, but not familiar with the fireball.
So yeah, and that really fucking just detracted from the match as a whole, because like that was so confusing and so obviously wrong.
And just distracting. Yeah, I mean, it was
very distracting, especially considering how good everything up until that shit was.
Yeah.
I mean, even when Undertaker went old school, like, it looked really good. Foley took that fucking bump into the announce table head first, like his just head went through the table. And you're just like, what are you? It looked like they just like fucking like a cartoon. Like, his head just went through a hole in the middle of the table.
That's why Foley was always the guy that never won the title, really, but he was always fighting for the title because he is a fucking brick shit house. That's what he is.
How many careers did he make?
He exists to make companies money and make people look good, but never look good for himself. That's the bottom line. You know,
but
unfortunately,
like, how many careers did he make though? Like, he made Triple H,
Randy, Triple H, The Rock.
Edge. He helped
blow Stone
Edge
Cold,
up.
Ed.
Yeah,
Ed.
GE.
Yeah, I mean, but seriously, I mean, Triple H, obviously, Taker. The Rock, Taker,
The Rock.
Randy Orton is the biggest one, though. Like, oh, dude,
I don't know. I think Triple H, like, the way he,
but
I don't know. There was a lot of them.
Yeah,
it's like 97. Like, after, like, pretty soon here, we're gonna see him switch over from a feud with Taker to the feud with Triple H. And it's when it gets really brutal, and that's when it takes Triple H from Hunter Hearst Helmsley to Triple H the Game.
Oh, I'm excited for that. I'm excited for that.
Mm-hmm.
Really cool.
It's good. It's good stuff.
But yeah,
he's one of those guys. God, he's so good.
I'm giving this match a 3.5 because I really enjoyed it. You know, I'm not going to go into as in-depth analysis they are because that's just not my style. But I will tell you the Meltzer rating.
Oh,
we haven't rated yet, but behind you is that promo.
I thought you did rate it already. God damn it, rate
No.
it.
Well, I was saying that if it wasn't for the finish, I would have given it 3.5 to 4 stars.
Okay.
Because of the finish, I'm going to give it a solid 3, and it deserves more. But the finish was so bad, and they fucked it up so badly. It just is a 3.
I agree. It's a 3.
High five.
I think, well, no, I graded it a little higher, but the Meltzer rating comes
Yes.
in at 3 3/4.
3 3/4.
He's really rocking the quarter stars this pay per
He
view.
liked
Yeah,
it. So he really liked this match because it was fucking awesome. It was legitimately
The finish
great.
was stupid.
Yeah, the finish was stupid.
Just really
stupid.
fucking stupid, man.
God, it's one of those things. But you know what? As stupid as this finish was, somehow this next match with 2 fucking incredible wrestlers, one of whom is legitimately one of the best of all time. The other one is the best there is, the best there ever was, and the best that there ever could ever be in the history of the entire universe.
Yeah.
This next match was dog shit.
It sucks so much.
I do not understand how a match with Stone Cold and fucking Bret Hart could suck so much, but
And again, so much. We go so much, dude. You suck so much.
it sucks so much, dude.
It was so long and just janky and disjointed, and there was no selling of anything. It didn't even matter that Stone Cold got jerked off in the bathroom or whatever. Like,
and that's the thing is, it was really only a couple minutes longer than the match before that.
Yeah.
But it fucking
looks
just went on
so-
forever.
Hey,
And I was like, how is this so bad?
my question throughout the whole thing was, where's the fucking ref? This was not a no DQ match, as evidenced
Neither
by
was the last
finish.
one, though. I mean, the last one wasn't either. Hitting each other with chairs and shit.
Like,
Well, the last one was an I Quit match.
no,
Oh, I'm sorry. You're talking
No.
about Mick Foley and Undertaker. Never
Yeah.
mind. It's like, never mind.
no,
I'm
there's
fucking dumb. I'm so dumb.
just so much schmoz and chairs and poles and fuck.
Here's the bottom line: is that you just had Mick Foley go out there and just take death bumps, right? And there's nobody better, especially around this time, as Mick Foley at taking these kind of bumps, at least on American normal television. You know what I mean? I'm sure somebody will go, well, this guy from All Japan Pro Wrestling took this bump. Oh, fine, cool. But Mick Foley is the standard bearer of American death bumping at this point in time.
And man, followed maybe by like Shane McMahon. Oh my God! Look at this. Is that an official? Like, what is happening here? Stop that.
Yeah,
Stop.
it
We
took me
live too-
took
So
me
the-
3/4 of the fucking podcast to come up with the idea to do that shit.
Yes, it's very good, Dozer. I enjoy it.
3/4 of the podcast. We've been doing this for a year, though.
Look, I just got on meds. I'm just getting there. You're just getting the best dozer. You've had shitty dozer before this.
That's not true. That is
No,
not true.
We've
There is
had
no
a
shitty
wonderful
dozer.
dozer. But back to the match. Mick Foley, you had him taking death bumps left and right, whatever. Then you have Stone Cold come out, no sell, getting jerked off in the bathroom, like I said. Like, it's not even brought up in this match. And the whole reason why this main events is because he got beaten up in the bathroom.
Apparently, he
right?
got injured or something, and then like they took
Yeah,
off
and-
his
and they-
brace.
Yeah, no, and they like interview him backstage, and he's doing like the Michael Jordan flu game deal. Like the towels on his head, and he's all beaten up. Like,
feel like
shit,
don't.
yeah, I'm still gonna go out there, and your monkey ass can't tell me no. What?
You son of a bitch! Get out of my way.
But yeah, he comes out, he doesn't sell it, and then he proceeds to start beating Bret Hart around the arena, which sounds great and all, except for the fact that like Bret's a big pussy who won't take bumps for anyone ever.
Well, and here's the thing: is we just saw
I just
in the
said
match
that.
in the match before.
Yes.
The exact same thing that was done 10 times better.
Yeah, and Brett is just not the guy to be taking, concrete bumps. And again, it's fine. This is the reason why he got kicked in the head once and it ended his career or whatever. But it was just such a boring start. Everything felt discombobulated. There was no selling, nothing mattered. Then it ended with a fucky finish.
And then you're like comparing it to that last pay-per-view performance where they just put on one of the best matches of all time, like really a truly incredible match.
An
And
actual
you're left
all-time match.
and you're left just shaking your head as to like what the fuck happened here, because both these guys are really good. They have chemistry together. I don't know.
Well, we've got the weed guy. It's kind of like Fat Chick Thriller, Mike
Sign
Awesome,
Guy
except it's
Dudley.
Isaac.
Weed Guy Dudley. Weed Guy Dudley.
Weed guy Dudley.
I'm just Green Bastard, parts unknown.
The
Dozer.
fucking
Just
green.
Dozer.
I'll lay
Not
one
the
on you.
bulldozer. Not the doze. Just Dozer. We're
Dude,
keeping
Green-
it simple.
Green Bastard, parts unknown.
Iman! Don't tell that to Vince. You know the gimmick he's going to give you with that shit of a name.
Literally just make you Emmanuel, dude.
So, let's rate this match, guys.
Isaac.
Oh, it was really boring, and
And you like old shit.
and yeah, I like boring shit sometimes, but God, it was fucking bad. It was a 1 star.
Oh, damn.
It was really bad.
Man, I'm giving it at least a 2. Actually, I'll give it a 2. There we go.
I was fucking just begging for it to end.
Yeah, and
The whole time.
You weren't even
Like-
expressing how much you wanted it to end. I was yelling. I'm going to give it a 1.5 just to get that out of the way.
Yeah, I was struggling to even pay attention. I was just staring into your beautiful eyes, Shane, the whole
So-
time, trying to fucking see into your soul and peer into your into the abyss that is your beautiful
Look
heart.
into my eye.
The big question, are we in agreement with the Meltzer?
What is a Meltzer?
The Meltzer has given it 3 3/4.
Oh, get the fuck out of here, Dave. This isn't the Tokyo Dome.
I'm sorry. What match did he watch? That shit was boring as fuck, man. Legitimately, and I'm the first one to fucking suck off both those guys in ring. Like I fucking love, like, Stone Cold is probably my all-time favorite.
No,
Bret
your all-time
Hart?
favorite's fucking Kurt, man.
Kurt's up there. Kurt, fucking Stone Cold, Roddy Piper, fucking what's his name there, Brock Lesnar. You know, those guys are definitely like, but God, that match sucked.
Yeah,
So
and just the whole show was really bad. But I'll tell you the one great and wonderful thing about
Hold on. Isaac will suck off anyone who subscribes to the Patreon.
Which we don't have a link for.
or just
Next
our
week.
or just our YouTube.
Oh, no,
Um,
Patreon, they pay for that. Fuck off.
Okay,
man.
I'll
you
suck
can
off.
suck off all the
That's
YouTube
fine,
because
that's fine.
there's 40 something YouTube subscribers. There's 0 Patreon subscribers. I'll suck them off all day.
Okay.
But the one real quick great thing about the In Your House format, right, is that this shit was like just under 2 hours long. So
Which
even
is a
though
great pay-per-view,
even though it sucked, it was still like, all right, man, it only sucked for 2 hours.
It was shorter than a current Raw without commercials.
Which is a great pay-per-view length for anything that's
Yeah.
not one of the big four.
It was excellent. I love the length. I'm going to give the whole pay-per-view a 1.5.
I give it a 1.5. It was
That is absolutely a fair rating, boys. We ended on a
Drink, motherfuckers, as we got to do, that goodbye shit. So
I feel like we're gonna announce at least one thing right now, and then we're gonna tease. We're gonna tease one other thing. So you make your announcement, and I'll tease.
So, we decided as we're going through this, we're doing this pay-per-view review. Why the fuck are we only looking at WWE? So starting next week, we're also going to be reviewing the pay-per-views from this month. Well, last month in WCW.
The year 1997. Yeah.
We're going to start going through 97. So we're going to start matching pay-per-view to pay-per-view.
Yep. So the pay-per-view that matches up with this is Spring Stampede from April 6th of 1997 in Tupelo, Mississippi.
Oh man.
And I'm really genuinely excited for both of you to watch some of this stuff because
I never watched any of it.
I was gonna say I'm in a weird position where I'm not much younger, but a decent amount of years younger than the both of you two, and I've seen a lot of this WCW stuff, so I know what I'm talking about. Like,
Giovanni is your illegitimate father. That's what happens.
Yeah, when you're a clone of Schiavone, dude.
Holy shit! No wonder why I always want to watch WCW. Fuck!
Oh shit! But yes, and I do want to tease. At some point this month, we are going to have another very exciting WWF legend on the podcast. So we're going to have another exciting interview, which has really become something that's been a lot of fun for us. If you haven't gotten a chance to watch the Russo interview, go back and watch that one, because I don't think we've had quite as much fun on the podcast as we had with that one. Maybe the Super Showdown episode we did with the whole crew was a lot of fun, but this one was genuinely really exciting, I think, for all of us. There was some really good moments in it. So go check out the Russo interview, and then keep an eye out for the big announcement for the dates of our next interview.
And that'll be coming live from our Facebook page, Such Good Shoot.
And
there's a link down there. Join the group at Such Good Shoot at facebook.com/group/Such Good Shoot. Buy the shirt at the link scrolling down below, and it'll eventually be, in a description of a video or something, and, just search Such Good Shoot. You may eventually find it. I don't know.
And then search Such Good Shoot on Instagram, Twitter, Patreon,
YouTube.
Do it all. YouTube's.
And,
episodes get put up, 4:20 every Saturday?
Only
Saturday morning?
It'll go up when I say it goes up. We haven't officially decided a time yet.
My ass.
Yeah, we could do whatever we want. We can put it up right now. It's live now. Wait, whatever.
No, it's not live now. I got to still edit the shit.
No, it's live right fucking now.
Well, it is live right now. And it's about to be not live. So subscribe, ring that bell icon. Send us out, guys.
Love you guys. Thank you so much for joining us. And see you next Thursday at 10:05 Eastern Standard Time on Such Good Shoot.
9:05 Central.
I've been Isaac.
Word.
That's Shane.
Word.
That's Dozer.
Make wrestling great again.
We're Such Good Shoot.
Hi. Sorry. Bye.
Goodbye.